Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday, August 13, 2025 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. When you vote for PPPC, you're voting for a trustworthy party. JAGDEO tells MAHAICA meeting. US-sanctioned AZRUDDIN Mohamed allegedly applied for Venezuelan visa. Cartels threaten CANU head after major drug bust. CSEC Cape results to be released on August 15. Guyana trains first cohort of 29 MEDEX, and family of alleged drowned BERBICE boat builder demands justice. Now for the news in detail. General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, Dr. JAGDEO, has assured Guyanese that they can look forward to a changed Guyana over the next 5 years, adding that the PPPC's track record of keeping its commitments makes it the only viable choice for the upcoming September 1 general and regional elections. Vanu Manikchand has the details in this report.
As the People's Progressive Party Civic seeks a second term in office, the party's General Secretary Bart JAGDEO, while speaking at a public meeting on Tuesday at MAHAICA East Coast Demerara, noted that the electorate can trust the PPPC to fulfill promises over the next 5 years, given its track record of delivering on commitments.
So when you vote PPP in these elections, you're voting for a party that has demonstrated that it's trustworthy. And trust is the biggest thing that a political party can claim. That's your currency. That's like your money. If nobody trusts you to do what you say you will do, then they will never support you.
According to JAGDEO, the PPPC political opponents at the upcoming September 1 general and regional elections have nothing to offer Guyanese.
I stand here very proud of the fact that we have fulfilled all of the promises we made to the people when we campaigned in 2020. We haven't forgotten those 5 years. And so when they come with promises again, they have no intention of delivering on those promises. The only thing that APNU has going for it, it has no history of achievements and it has no plan for the future. So the only thing that it pushes today is racism, trying to divide our people along racial lines, and that's not going to work in these elections. No Guyanese will ever want to risk their future by going back to the past. And who would want to risk your future by voting for a man, the AZRUDDIN Mohamed, that will bring down sanctions on you and our country?
With promises of more financial support for every category of citizens, enhanced communities, lowered taxes, improving public spaces, more jobs, better services, support for every sector as well as small businesses, and building more infrastructure, among other things, JAGDEO assured of continued development all across Guyana.
The first 2 years was lost to COVID. So all that you see happening in Guyana, the changes that have been taking place at such a rapid pace, these have taken place in 3 years. Just imagine what in 5 years we can do. You're gonna see a changed Guyana. There's so many plans that I can speak of that will change this country for the better. Nicer homes, people living in safety, having more leisure, earning more income, the poor families getting direct help from the government, transforming our country, building a deep water port, expanding the oil and gas sector, expanding agriculture, smart agriculture. These are major things that we have for the next term. I can stand here and talk all night about the plans and I will still wouldn't conclude about what we have to do.
The PPPC is seeking a second term in office, with President Dr. Irfan Ali and Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips returning on its ticket. 5 other parties are also contesting for the presidency, including a Partnership for National Unity, APNU, Alliance for Change, AFC, We Invest in Nationhood, WIN, the Assembly for Liberty and Justice Party, and Forward Guyana Movement. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
Here is Vanu Manikchand once again, this time to report that the Guyana government has expressed serious concerns after it was confirmed that United States-sanctioned Guyanese businessman AZRUDDIN Mohamed has applied for a visa to travel to neighboring Venezuela.
United States-sanctioned businessman AZRUDDIN Mohamed has been frequenting the Venezuelan embassy in Georgetown and has recently applied for a visa to Caracas. This was revealed by Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Minister Hugh Todd after summoning Venezuela's ambassador to Guyana, Carlos Amador Perez Silva, to a meeting on the issue.
Only recently we found out that the Mohameds have been frequently visiting the Venezuelan embassy here in Georgetown. I had summoned the ambassador to a meeting,
the Venezuelan
ambassador, and he confirmed that the Mohameds visited the embassy to apply for visas to go to Venezuela, specifically Caracas. So that is of concern to us.
Just over a month ago, 2 U.S. Congress members, Carlos Gimenez and Maria Elvira Salazar, had voiced concerns over connections between the Mohameds and the Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's regime, as well as efforts to undermine democracy in Guyana. According to Todd, those concerns from the U.S. lawmakers, coupled with a decades-old border controversy between the two nations and now these new developments, are serious.
We can see, or we can follow that a pattern now that has been evolving, and I think that is a concern to us as a people and as a nation, because that can pose a threat to our sovereignty, particularly this particular moment that we have our regional and national elections. And we know that we've seen previously that you can have foreign interference. And of course, if it is clear that the Mohameds are close to Nicolas Maduro and his regime, that can pose a serious threat to our sovereignty, and it can also affect our relations with the United States and our traditional partners. So I think it is of great concern to us as a people and as a nation.
While Mohamed, who is already facing sanctions from the U.S. over gold smuggling and public corruption allegation, has since denied these claims, the Guyana government has warned that the Guyanese businessman is a risk and a threat to Guyana's financial stability, sovereignty, and diplomacy. Mohamed has formed a political party, We Invest in Nationhood, and has been approved by the Guyana Elections Commission to contest the upcoming September 1 general and regional elections. But U.S. Ambassador to Guyana Nicole Theriot has warned of consequences if the sanctioned Mohamed enters Parliament. Already, several commercial banks in Guyana have closed accounts of candidates who appear on Mohamed's lists to contest the elections. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
Here now is Trishel Sobers, who reports that out of the 140 clinical and technical professionals that were trained in Guyana, 29 of them are MEDEX, the first cohort to be trained here.
Guyana has marked a historic milestone in healthcare training with the graduation of its first cohort of 29 MEDEX following 4 years of intensive study. The graduates are part of a wider group of 140 clinical and technical professionals who completed the Ministry of Health's Clinical and Technical Training Program, an initiative aimed at strengthening human resources in the health sector and expanding access to quality care nationwide. Alongside the 29 medics, the graduating class includes 34 medical laboratory technicians who underwent 1 year of training, 60 pharmacy assistants who trained for 9 months, and 15 rehabilitation assistants who also completed 1 year of training. MEDEX or medical extension officers are mid-level healthcare professionals trained to provide a wide range of services, including health promotion, disease prevention, and basic medical care. Their training equips them to manage common alignments, identify those requiring referral, and even perform deliveries in some cases. As a result, the program forms part of government's broader efforts to ensure health centers and facilities across all regions deliver consistent, high-quality services, bridging the gap between Georgetown and outlying communities. Speaking at the graduation ceremony on Wednesday, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony urged the new healthcare workers to adhere to national guidelines and embrace the sector's ongoing transformation. He also highlighted the growing role of telemedicine, which currently operates at 81 sites nationwide, enabling remote consultations with doctors and specialists. Plans are in place to extend telemedicine access to every health center and even some health posts. An expansion will require human resource.
I'm happy that this batch also would have interacted with our telemedicine system. And this is one way in which you would be able to work with some of the doctors or some of the consultants so that you'll be able to consult your patient and make a better diagnosis. And over the next couple of years, we want to ensure that every health center, and in some cases health posts, that we'll be able to put in telemedicine to help to guide you if you need such guidance. So you will have to be constantly learning and updating yourself, because as we improve the system, there are lots of things that you will need to do.
Infrastructure upgrades are also underway across the country, with new hospitals under construction in Mabaruma, Kato, and Latem, along with major upgrades to facilities in Bartica. Those hospitals will require laboratories, CT scanners, X-ray machines, and specialized rooms for rehabilitation services, such as speech therapy and audiology. With this in mind, Dr. Anthony called on the graduates to take full advantage of these improved facilities and to continually update their skills to meet the demands of a modern, integrated healthcare system.
So all of this, as we improve it, you would be the ones who will call upon to be very integrated into the delivery of care at these facilities. We are also, in terms of the rehab assistance, again, you will have a lot of opportunities, because in these new institutions, they'll have rooms that can deal with speech therapy, rooms that can deal with audiology, and a whole host of other functions, so that, again, you'll be able to practice the skills that we're teaching you in a good environment.
Trishelle Silbers, Evening News.
Local law enforcement officials and international partners have been alerted to a threat against the life of Director of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU, James Singh. In this Bisham Mohammed report, you will hear that the local law enforcement and international agencies are on high alert.
Based on information received, the threats may have originated from major drug cartels within South America and the Caribbean, whose consignments were either intercepted or are being targeted. Since returning to the helm of the Drug Enforcement Agency, Singh's leadership has resulted in the dismantling of drug trades in and out of Guyana, something that the alleged drug cartels are not pleased with. In light of this, the unit has confirmed the threats based on intelligence received from international partners. As such, the unit is treating this threat with utmost seriousness, viewing it not only as a direct danger to the director, but also an effort to intimidate CANU and undermine its efforts to combat drug trafficking in Guyana and the wider region. In response, enhanced security measures have been implemented, and CANU is collaborating closely with both local and international security partners to monitor and manage any potential risks. This threat is believed to be linked to CANU's recent successful operations, which have disrupted significant drug trafficking networks connected to criminal organizations in South America and the Caribbean. These operations, conducted with the support of local and foreign law enforcement agencies, have led to major narcotics seizure and have weakened several organized crime groups, provoking hostility from those affected. Despite the threats, CANU affirmed its unwavering commitment to its mission of fighting narcotics trafficking. The agency emphasizes that such intimidation tactics will not deter it from performing its duties with integrity and professionalism. It also highlights the importance of continued collaboration with national entities such as the Guyana Police Force, the Guyana Defense Force, and the Guyana Revenue Authority, as well as international allies. Bisham Mohammed, The Evening News.
Coming up, CSEC Cape results to be released on August 15, and family of alleged drowned BERBICE boat builder demands justice. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Seeing her succeed makes me proud, and I know I made the right choice by giving her Enfogrow since she was little. Knowing that 85% of brain growth will occur by age 3, Enfogrow's blend of ingredients such as DHA helps support your toddler's brain development and contains 22 nutrients to support their diet or nutrition. Enfogrow, what you do today will last forever. This product is not intended to be a substitute or
Did you know that Gassi's Jet A1 fuel is a type of aviation fuel specially formulated for turbine engines? Jet A1 fuel is safer to handle and transport than any other fuel types due to its high flash point and low volatility. It also boasts a high energy content, enhancing aircraft performance and efficiency. So whether traveling for business or pleasure, choose Guyana's Jet A1 fuel for a safe, reliable, and efficient flight.
Seeing her succeed makes me proud, and I know I made the right choice by giving her Enfogrow since she was little. Knowing that 85% of brain growth will occur by age 3, Enfogrow's blend of ingredients such as DHA helps support your toddler's brain development and contains 22 nutrients to support their diet or nutrition. Enfogrow, what you do today will last forever. This product is not intended to be a substitute.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. Education Minister Priya Manik-Chand on Wednesday announced that the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, CAPE, results will be released on Friday, August 15, 2025 at 14 hours. While Guyana and the rest of the Caribbean did poorly at math in 2024, the minister is optimistic that those results have improved.
That we are going to be announcing the CXC results on Friday, the 15th of August. That's Friday coming. And my fingers are crossed that we've done better. Guyana, the entire Caribbean did very poorly last year, in mathematics particularly. And CXC is going to implement some new programs starting 2026. But Guyana didn't wait on that. We implemented a new intervention where we gave to all our children scientific calculators, graph books, all the textbooks, past papers organized by topics, geometry sets, all that they needed, including monitoring in the classrooms to make sure the syllabus was finishing and teaching was happening effectively and learning was actually happening. And so we're really looking forward to those results, and we believe we'll see better math results.
Construction of a new primary school for the communities of Horodaya, Region 1 is set to begin on October 10, following a recent sod-turning ceremony on Monday. Upon completion, the school will provide accommodation for students from Horodaya, Aquero, and surrounding communities with access to primary school education. Michael Henry has more in this report.
The sod has been turned for a new primary school in Santa Rosa, one of 6 originally slated for funding through an international financial institution. However, delays in that process prompted the government to use local funds to expedite construction. Once completed, the facility will accommodate 250 students currently attending Santa Rosa Primary, significantly easing overcrowding. Speaking at the sod-turning ceremony, Education Minister Priya Manik-Chan explained the factors that led the government to begin construction despite not yet securing the IFI funding.
So we just turned the sod for the Horodaya, Sheba, Cabero, Coco, Aquero Primary School. And the reason I gave you all 5 names is because the communities will come together to decide what name they will give to the school, but those are the communities that will be going to this school. It's a brand new primary school. So this is a project that we had discussed with the community before. The IDB was supposed to do it, but the processes with some of the IFIs take really long, and we couldn't wait any longer. So the government's local funds will be doing this. The government is overtaking this project, and that's because the Santa Rosa Primary School is overcrowded.
The land for the new school was donated by resident Camille Campbell, who offered a portion of her family's property in Chiba to help address the overcrowding at Santa Rosa Primary. Initially, no one else was willing to part with a plot of land, but after discussing the matter with her father, Campbell persuaded him by stressing the long-term benefits for future generations. To this end, the Education Minister lauded her efforts for contributing to the nation's future.
Well, this 5 acres, I had given this wholeheartedly to the community after it was raised with the overcrowding at Santa Rosa. And they were looking at the spot, and nobody seems to be willing to give up. So I went home, I spoke to my dad. I said, Dad, but we have a very big place at Sheba. Why don't we give a part? It was like hard for him to decide, but eventually I convinced him and he said yes.
That's why I said nobody ever wants to give up land, ever, anywhere in the country. I suspect that's a worldwide phenomenon. But, like I said, and like you said, you're not giving up land to now, you're giving up land to generations of children who will grow up and contribute to this country in many, many different ways. So this is a truly patriotic gift from your family. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, Tushar Raul of Santa Rosa Village highlighted the start date of the project, noting that many teachers were eagerly anticipating the construction of the new school.
A lot of persons have been asking for a very long time, when is the school going to start? So I'm happy that I can share with them that we can give them a start date.
10th of October.
Yeah, 10th of October. And it's definitely gonna serve those areas that we mentioned, those communities that we mentioned. Up to yesterday, one of the teachers that is based in Santa Rosa Primary, she was saying, I would love to have my retirement in this school because she's from this area.
Right.
You know, so you know, there is a lot of positives, and I must say that as being leader of the village, I'm very privileged and very happy to be part of these milestones.
Michael Henry, The Evening News.
Lawanda McAllister now joins us to report that the Guyana Fire Service has embarked on one of the most significant expansions in its history, growing from just 5 operational stations in earlier years to 22 across the country today, with 6 more under construction.
Chief Fire Officer Gregory Wickham, during a televised episode of Safeguarding the Nation, revealed that the Guyana Fire Service operates out of 22 fire stations, while adding that the expansion was part of a deliberate plan to improve response times and accessibility. The new construction drive has already delivered completed fire stations at Charity and Diamond, while work is ongoing at Underneming on the Essequibo coast, on the east bank of Demerara, and in Mahaicony, east coast Demerara.
This generally is meant for us to reach in a timely manner to those persons who may be in distress.
According to him, the growth of the network has been made possible through substantial government support.
The government of Guyana, over the years, would have expended lots of monies, and recently to the tune of $9 billion, to equip the Guyana Fire Service with fire tenders, firefighting equipment, and even infrastructurally to ensure that we have environment where firefighters would live, stay, and work out of that is more accommodative for them to work.
Part of this investment includes strengthening the fleet to better serve rural and remote communities.
Also, we would have invested in those areas, rural areas, 40 pickup types, fire tenders to lend support to those persons who may be in distress. That there would ensure that we render the assistance needed to the members of our country when and if the need arises.
He further explained that these smaller pickup type tenders allow crews to reach places where larger fire trucks may struggle to navigate. This is particularly important in the hinterland and agricultural districts where poor road infrastructure and long distance have traditionally made emergency response more challenging. Wickham said the expansion is about more than just numbers and equipment. It is about ensuring that no Guyanese community is left without immediate help when disaster strikes. He also urged members of the public to play their part in helping the fire service do its work effectively. Lamont McAllister for the Evening News.
Days after a builder allegedly drowned at number 65 village currently in BERBICE, his relatives are calling for justice after refusing the police report about the capsizing of the boat. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael met with the family, who were not too happy about the inaccuracies in the public domain.
Police reported that 22-year-old Tamish Takardin, along with 3 other fishermen, were in a boat last Wednesday when it reportedly capsized, thus resulting in his demise. He reportedly disappeared under the murky water and his lifeless body was found some 90 minutes later. Relatives of the dead man say he was not a fisherman but worked at the waterfront as a boat builder. The man with whom he worked, Brimman Karim Singh, reported that he was at the waterfront when Takardin left with the speedboat. Family members had previously told the Evening News that Takardin did not want to go with the boat on the test ride and was shouting to the captain to return with him. But his employer stated otherwise.
Normally when boat and thing push on me and he, like friend, I was normally going boat, I would like go phone about the boat and thing. But that day, we can't say it was a mistake or what. So, but that day maybe not go them. And he told me, no, na come, that your shoulder not good. And we don't know how, you can affect back the shoulder. Because he started to me what made the situation did. And he ended up and go. But that day, like, no one not drink and walk in the walk side also. Because we don't allow for drink and walk on boat. So, nobody don't drink. The only body who drink, they drive for the boat today. And we can't say what happened because, like, in 5 minutes after I'm here, boat turned over.
You saw when you came to the boat?
When Tamish went in the boat?
When the owner came to the boat, you saw?
No, the owner,
the captain.
Yeah,
you saw?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, everybody make a joke and so, but the captain drive when the boat push off and go in the creek. Tamish was down, and afterward, well, when normally the boat push, like somebody jump in the boat one away, or friend between workmen. They jump like for one time every boat or so. But someday like like if 2-3 everything, I just ask the captain or whatever if I give one little spin and see how the boat is feeling. But that day nobody never got them. Next 5 minutes after you hear the boat turn over. The captain alone come back and ask for help.
How many persons left to go out?
2. The driver for the boat and Tamish.
But the police said there were other persons in the boat.
No. The wrong news. Nobody else. 2 of them.
Takerdin's job that day was to stop the speedboat from leaking. It was after he had completed the job, he joined the captain on the test ride, which turned out fatal. Jennifer Cooley, who also works on the landing, was part of the crew searching for the body. She denies the allegation that a now dead man was under the influence of alcohol when he joined the speedboat on the fatal ride.
Yeah, but 12 bodies still there with the search. Carried scene, said the scene, come out back for some scene again. By the end of the police going with that way. That wrong about near 5:30, I go for 6. When the police are going with the boat now, the police then take some picture on the car now with the boat tapper. Go up, go up at the front. By the time we reach up to where the scene there, half he pick up the bike. Dive underneath the water and find the bike. The police take the bike inside with the body in the boat, we bring them down there, put them there, and then carry my mattress. So when I say the bike drunk, I walk the bike drunk, make a 3 o'clock, me and the little boy there. When they make joke and they run away with a piece pipe, the holy batty and so the man is drunk, the man don't drink and walk. The man has smoke, the man has drink. So if the man drink a 2 Guinness in the house, that the man never in a rum shop and nowhere drink. So people say the man drink, the man drink. The driver for the boat drunk, he drinks since marrying. He did 67 bars since marrying a drink.
Nevertheless, family members are calling for justice. His father, Umar Prasad Takerdin, related that the boat captain was released from police custody and has not attempted to engage the family.
Me, I get justice for my son because he drink rum, take my son in the boat and go and kill my son indiscreetly.
And he's not a fisherman, he's a boat builder. And we need justice for him. And I want the owner for the boat, how can he send a man drunk to test, to go on a test drive with my grandson in the boat? He go with so much of speed that on a tree road, the boat toppled and my grandson drowned it, and he come out back alive. I need justice. We are all human beings. You can't send somebody under influence of alcohol. So I would like the commander of our region 6, and also the police to investigate this matter very seriously.
When contacted, the detective could not give an update stating that the investigation remains active. For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
Once again, here is Luana McAllister to report that the Guyana Fire Service has responded to more than 4,000 emergency calls so far this year, including fire and medical cases, according to Chief Fire Officer Gregory Wickham.
Chief Fire Officer Gregory Wickham revealed the statistics during a recent interview on the televised program Safeguarding the Nation. At the time, he was highlighting the service's modernization, expanded operations, and the challenges faced by firefighters on the ground.
Our ambulances, they would have been responded already for this year for over 4,000 calls. And of course, they would have delivered 5 newborn babes into the world already. So the fire service response is one that is, we take it as an emergency.
Wickham also raised concern about the increasing number of prank calls to the emergency line at 912.
Over the recent times, for those persons who will be in the habit of making prank calls to the fire service, I advise to you is that you first of all consider the waste of resources that it takes to go to a call when there is eventually no need for that appliance or those appliances to be there. And it may be, at the same time, your home, the home of your parents, or the home of your neighbor who might need that kind of a response from the Guyana Fire Service to save life and their property.
He explained that all Guyana Fire Service fire tenders arrive at scenes with water on board typically 450 gallons, but depending on the fire's size and location, firefighters may need to supplement their supply from mains, canals, and hydrants. The Guyana Fire Service, which once operated just 5 fire stations nationwide, now has 22 and is on the progress of building 6 more. According to Wickham, these upgrades, backed by $9 billion in recent government investment, are part of an effort to ensure faster response time and improved readiness in both urban and rural areas.
And we're doing a whole lot difference to ensure that our citizens are felt and held and sleep and even wake in their homes comfortable knowing that they are preventing fires from happening in their premises.
This is Lawanda McAllister for the Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Damarara Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic at 3 hours 35 on Thursday, August 14, 2025, for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the BERBICE River Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic at 7 hours 40 on Thursday, August 14, 2025, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
Guyana Amazon Warriors captain says team is ready for CPL 2025 showdown, and fans flock box office again for CPL playoffs finals tickets. These stories and more coming up in this evening's Sportcast, sponsored by MACORP.
It's Build an Expo and Cricket Carnival time, and MAHAICA is knocking prices out of the park. Get the powerful CAT 320 GX for just 30 million, the SEM 655D wheel loader at 17.4 million, or the SEM 636D wheel loader for only 13.8 million. Each machine comes with free fuel warranty registration, 2 years warranty, and a customer value agreement for the first 500 hours. Don't wait. Register your interest now at macarpcat.com or call us today on 703-8618. MAHAICA, let's build Guyana together.
Seeing her succeed makes me proud, and I know I made the right choice by giving her Enfagrow since she was little. Knowing that 85% of brain growth will occur by age 3, Enfagrow's blend of ingredients such as DHA helps support your toddler's brain development and contains 22 nutrients to support their diet or nutrition. Enfagrow, what you do today will last forever. This product is not intended to be a substitute or
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe.
Sun or rain? Up or down? No one knows what tomorrow will bring, but with Premier's commercial property insurance, you'll be ready. For all risks insurance, call 223-0840 or visit premierinsurance.gy. Fuel your success. Premier Insurance. Premier.
Seeing her succeed makes me proud, and I know I made the right choice by giving her Enfagrow since she was little. Knowing that 85% of brain growth will occur by age 3, Enfagrow's blend of ingredients such as DHA helps support your toddler's brain development and contains 22 nutrients to support their diet or nutrition. Enfagrow, what you do today will last forever. This product is not intended to be a substitute.
Turn heat into profit with the ice cream maker from Sylvie's. Serve up rich, creamy soft serve in minutes and watch lines form fast. Built tough, runs smooth, delivers joy every time. Be the cool spot everyone talks about. Visit Sylvie's at 31 High and Hatfield Street or Lot 90 East Henrietta Essequibo Coast. Call 227-6243 or 624-5121. SylviesOnline.com, your partner in productivity.
Seeing her succeed makes me proud, and I know I made the right choice by giving her Enfagrow since she was little. Knowing that 85% of brain growth will occur by age 3, Enfagrow's blend of ingredients such as DHA helps support your toddler's brain development and contains 22 nutrients to support their diet or nutrition. Enfagrow, what you do today will last forever. This product is not intended to be a substitute.
It's CPL. It's CPL time. CPL we're all in. Man, girl and boy, feel the CPL joy from every nation in the Caribbean. Larger than life, we're building legends in this Caribbean nation.
Republic Bank, title sponsor and official bank of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League.